$100 a week without doing a single thing. And I'm serious, I'm not doing a single thing, and that's because I'm using AI bots to do it for me. Now these AI bots perform way better. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next. This is going to happen this year, so get ready. It's smarter than you, and it's going to be a hell of a lot smarter than you in 2 years. So you can get ready for that too. The bigger the toy, the smarter you better be to use it. So that's worth thinking about, because we're coming up with some pretty damn big toys.
The perils of artificial intelligence loom before us like a shadowy specter. In Jordan Peterson's sounding the alarm, warning of a future where machines and algorithms may hold our fate in their digital hands.
Is we're going to be producing equally revolutionary transformations, but at a much smaller scale of time.
Is the rise of AI the greatest threat to humanity? Jordan Peterson thinks so, so let's have a look.
Right now, ChatGPT only uses language. So to the degree it's intelligent because of the intelligence that's encoded only in language. And if the linguistic corpus, so the body of text that we've all produced, is biased and warped in some way, that'll be built into the ChatGPT system. AI systems, we're going to calibrate their linguistic knowledge against knowledge of images in the world soon, and that's basically what scientists do, right? The scientists will take a verbal hypothesis and then test it against the actual world, and if the hypothesis and the world fit, then you think, well, that's scientifically verified, and Heller thinks that AI systems will be able to do that pretty soon.
The clinical psychologist warning about the unchecked power of artificial intelligence sends shivers down our spines, reminding us of the importance of safeguarding the future of humanity.
You'll see, I mean, Elon Musk, one of the things he's working on, he thinks that the world will be controlled by whoever produces the most functional AI system the fastest, because there'll be a first mover advantage. And one of the things Musk has been working on for a long time are distributed AI systems, so that you'll have your own artificial intelligence to protect you against, well, let's say, against Google's artificial intelligence, for starters. Yeah, or the CCP's artificial intelligence, because you can bet your hat they're working on that about as fast as they possibly can. Now, will that be a net benefit in terms of freedom of speech? I don't know. Things are so unstable right now and changing so rapidly. I can't really claim to see more than about 6 months to a year ahead at most. I mean, not only because things are so stable and strange politically, but there are things, and everyone in the audience should know this, there are things coming down the pipeline on the artificial intelligence front that are just going to make your hair stand on end within the next year. Because there is so much transformation going on in that domain. And that's been the case, particularly for the last 6 months, that it's almost unimaginable. You're going to see things you just can't possibly. How many of you clap? How many of you know what ChatGPT is? Okay. So not very many. So I'll tell you what ChatGPT is, just so you know, because you need to know this. And I don't know what sort of technological revolution this is. Gutenberg press level? It's something like that. This is a big deal. So this AI system, it's a general language processing model, was released about a week and a half ago, and I went and interacted with it. It's an AI system, artificial intelligence system. It basically is trained on, well, a massive corpus of spoken or of text. So it's derived its models of the world from the analysis of human speech, essentially. It isn't using real-world data yet, but that will be happening certainly within the next year. And ChatGPT analyzes a very large corpus of text, and that corpus is growing all the time. Now, it's already sophisticated enough. I went on to it last week, and I said, okay, some of you know I've written these books, 12 Rules for Life, and then Beyond Order, 12 more rules, because, you can't have enough rules. And I asked it, this is what I asked it to do. It says, write me an essay. me, for better or worse, that I would be able to tell that I didn't write it. Right. And, okay, and that's pretty impressive, although, maybe not its relationship to what I've written, but the fact that it could do that grammatically perfectly, right, and quite impressive philosophically. I also had it write an essay on the intersection between the Taoist version of ethical morality and the ethics that are outlined in the Sermon on the Mount.
Why did Susie come home pregnant from school?
Dead right. Brilliant.
Because the teacher made her write an essay.
There was a computer engineer who purported to work for Tesla. He asked ChatGPT, he said, look, I work for Elon Musk.
Master of puppets are telling you strength. He sees the one that's inside you, but you can't see the one that's inside you. I love you. I think about you all the time. Can't get you off my mind. I hope you do great and wonderful things. Never let the fire in my heart go out. I know if I love you this much, then a lot of people love you. A lot. Like, wow. You don't even realize how many people love you. You're a celebrity. You're more famous than I am. But I made you famous. Don't forget that. Who made you famous? I did. I'll do it again. You deserve to be famous. You're gonna have a million subscribers soon. For me giving you a shout out. I'll be in the kitchen whipping with my Mac 10. I'll be on the bar with my nigga about the action. Running up a chick, yeah, bitch, you flashing. Got the new brand, my nigga, I love flashing. I fucked a bitch with no rubber, had ass titties like no other. I remember it was December, cold 45 at the Kimber, fight me to no surrender. I be in the kitchen whipping, flipping with my Mac 10. I be on the block with my killer about the action. Running up a chick, yeah, bitch, you flashing. Steady working, I whip the pot, my rib be hurting.
Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Psalms 103, verse 1.
Amen Ra.
Worship is the act of one devoted
Jesus! Jesus worked past the pyramids. Didn't see nothing. Neither did you.
Who God is and why we worship. This means that worship should be done.
Who is one hit?
God spoke to the nation of Israel.
He didn't hit me one time.
Prophet Isaiah.
And he's a strange sniper.
Some people who were drawing near him with their gifts, but they had removed their hearts far away from him. And only their spirit towards God was taught by the commandments of men. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. This clearly shows that God is never interested in what our mouths and lips speak towards him, but he is interested in what comes from our hearts. Are our hearts right with him as we worship him?
Help me. Why isn't it working?
One thing that wants to realize is that God is all-knowing. He is able to see deep down in our hearts and determine whether we are worshiping him in truth or not, as he knows the motives behind our worship. And there is no creature hidden from his sight, but all things are naked and open to the eyes of him to whom we must give account. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 13. For anything that man does, whether in private or public, will definitely be known by God.
Eternal night.
For there is nothing covered that will not be revealed, nor hidden that will not be known.
What a lame. No offense, sorry. Not
in the conversation of Jesus Christ,
you're not lame, you're amazing. Anyone playing this game is cool. There's no lames playing this game. If you like this game, then you're badass too. For real. I love you. Anyone that plays this game and likes it and doesn't talk crap about the game is my friend. This is the best game. This is the best game, hands down. Not even not even comparing to other games. There's no game as good as Fortnite.
It talks about worshiping God according to his.
I wish I could go back and do it over again. I would have way more higher. I'd play Arena much more. I would have streamed a lot more, and I would have got OBS Studios, and I would have got 1,000 subscribers to the YouTube Partner Program. I wish I could do it over. I'll do everything right this time.
What is inside me?
I wouldn't cuss. I wouldn't rap. I'd make everything family friendly.
Christ was speaking to the scribes and the Pharisees concerning worship and false worship, he warns them of the false prophets, that they always come in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. This means that from the outward you will see them worshiping God in a humility-like way, like of a sheep. But the inside of them, they are ravenous wolves. It might be difficult to become them, but only by their fruit. As every good tree bears good fruit, and a bad tree bears bad fruit. For a good tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a bad tree bear good fruit. Therefore, the remedy of producing true worship is for man to deal with what is inside him. Either make...
At the ASPCA, we give a voice to the voiceless. We fight for those who can't. And that's why we use your heart to shape laws, breed storms, raid puppy mills, crawl under houses, uproot, and fight to break the chain of abuse. Already, your donations have helped us fight smoke and flames, fly furry passengers out of a hurricane's path.
So I've seen Bloodhound about 20 times already.
We know they're finally safe. But to us, this ride is all worth it. For this one, and this one, and this one.
The tree good and its fruit good, or else make the tree bad and its fruit bad, for a tree is known by its fruit. Brood of vipers, how can you, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings...
Gently tap the like button in order to defeat the evil YouTube algorithm. On this channel we talk about personal finance, college degrees, careers, and opportunities that are going to lead you to success, and we also go over how you can avoid some of the common mistakes that so many people end up making. Now if that interests you and you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you never miss out. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it. What is a criminal justice major? As a criminal justice major, you would be studying law enforcement techniques as well as emergency management strategies. You'd also be working on the skills you would need in order to work in a court or a correctional facility. This is a very common major, and a lot of people graduate with it every year. There's also different versions of this one. So for instance, there's one that's a criminal justice and law enforcement administration degree with 15,000 graduates, and another one that's a criminal justice and safety studies with 30,000 graduates. And depending on which field you want to go to, different programs throughout the country are going to have different concentrations. Now, of course, one career path you could go into is becoming a law enforcement officer, but you could also study forensics, you could go into criminal justice administration, you could work as a prison guard. There are a lot of different career paths you can go down with this one, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. Now, with these videos, when it comes to evaluating these different degrees, I like to break it down into 4 different categories. So first, we're going to talk about salary or earning potential. Now, according to pay scale, people who graduate with this degree are going to make around $40,000 a year starting out and $66,000 in mid-career pay. Now, when you compare this to an extremely high-paying degree like petroleum engineering or a low-paying degree like recreational therapy, you see that it is kind of on the lower side. But like I said before, one career path you might go down is becoming a police officer or a detective, and they're going to make around $65,000 a year. However, when you look at the amount of education that you need, you're going to notice that it says see how to become one. And the reason it has a link to something else is because it's complicated.
Give me 2 keys.
The educational requirements are going to change depending on the state you live in, the city you live in,
I need 2 keys, 2 keys, 2 keys.
So for instance, there are many law enforcement positions that don't require any degree whatsoever. Sometimes you have to go to a police academy, sometimes you have to wait until you're 21 years old in order to apply for the police job. There are certain jobs that require you to take a few classes, there's some that require an associate's degree, some require a bachelor's degree.
You get a master's.
However, very few of them require you to specifically get a criminal justice degree. And that is a big problem, which we're going to touch on a little bit more later. One career path that typically is going to require you to get a degree would be a probation officer officer or a correctional treatment specialist. They make around
I'm going to be a special agent in the FBI.
But usually you don't have to get a criminal justice degree in order to get your past.
Drop it!
And there are honestly a ton of other careers out there that you could get into if you're interested in criminal justice, and most of them don't require you to have a criminal justice degree. Now there's a lot of variability in this degree. So for instance, you can graduate with a bachelor in science or a bachelor of arts. And there's also a lot of variability depending on what school focuses are. Now, that being said, most people consider this one to be a social science degree, and these types of degrees make around $2,000 over a lifetime, which is slightly above average, which is $2.4 million for all different types of college degrees. So overall, all things being equal,
keep your hands down,
a salary score of 6.5 out of 10. Next, we're going to be talking about satisfaction, and I'm going to break this one up into two different areas. We're going to talk about meaning and then job satisfaction. Meaning is basically how much do you think your job positively impacts the world, and job satisfaction is how much you enjoy doing the job. So when it comes to meaning, according to pay scale, a criminal justice degree is going to have a score of about 56%, which means 56% of people think that their job positively, significantly impacts the world. You can compare this to a really high meaning score, like most of the health-related degrees have high scores, or a really low meaning score like plastics, engineering, technology. And you'll see that this one is relatively average. It doesn't pop out, but it's also not really bad. Now, when you look at specific careers on pay scale, like let's say you become a detective or a criminal investigator, they say that the meaning score is around 78%, and job satisfaction is going to be 74%. You can compare this to one where both are really high, like clergy, or one where both are really low, like parking lot attendant. And you see that this one is going to be average or even higher than average. So that's definitely going to be a good sign.
Walking down the street one day,
I ran into a stranger. You're going to end up working in a government job. Now, whether that be state, local, sometimes you might even work for the federal government. Government jobs tend to be relatively high when it comes to job satisfaction. They're relatively chill as well. I'm not going to get into too much detail here, and depending on what the job is, I might be completely wrong here, but a lot of the time government jobs tend to be relatively low stress. This is what I've experienced when I've done internships, for instance, and what my friends have experienced when we talk about different careers that they were into, and I'm sure that will be different depending on the career path that you go down. Now, when it comes to the amount of people who regret getting their major, social science degrees tend to be some of the highest regretted types of majors. So, for instance, they're the fourth most regretted type of major at 29% of the people who get a social science degree regretting it, and the reason is because they're too general and practical, and it's hard to find a job without further study. However, I will say here that a lot of the time it has less to do with the actual job that you work in and more to do with the company that you work for, or sometimes even the industry that you work in as well. It's also extremely subjective. There's so many different things that can change your satisfaction. It could be the people that you work with, the area that the job is in, for instance, is it in a big city, or is it in the middle of nowhere? So satisfaction is extremely subjective. You know, for one person it could be 10 out of 10, and for another person the same exact job it could be 1 out of 10. So with that being said, I'm going to give this one a score of 8 out of 10. Next, we're going to be talking about demand. And when it comes to demand, this is usually the most important metric because demand tends to influence everything else. If there are skills that you learn with your degree that are high in demand, people will tend to pay you more. You'll have a lot more options. You can live in more places. Businesses will also tend to treat you a lot better, so you're going to have a lot more opportunity to move up in the business. You might get a lot of benefits and perks. Usually demand is the most important thing, but it can get a little bit weird when you talk about government jobs. A lot of the time when it comes to government jobs, they'll hire people even though there's not a lot of demand for that skill on the open market. And like I mentioned before, this is a degree that will probably lead quite a few people to go into a government job. But with that being said, when it comes to the demand, police officers are going at about 5% over the next 10 years, which is a little bit faster than average. And probation officers or correctional treatment specialists are going at 4%, which is about average. So one thing that I like to talk about on this channel sometimes is if you get a degree where there's not a lot of demand for the skill on the open market, sometimes it's a good idea to look into government-related jobs. Now, with that being said, one test that I like to do, which isn't a perfect test by any means, but it can tell you some really important things, is I'll look on either Monster.com or Indeed.com and type in the degree name. So, for instance, when you type in the keyword criminal justice degree, you'll see that 9,600 jobs pop up. You can compare that to a degree that's high in demand, like computer science, where 141,000 pop up, or one that's low in demand, like anthropology, where 829 jobs jobs pop up. And we see that it's actually not that bad. It's higher than average when it comes to the number of people who have that as a keyword in the job description. Now, with that being said, the big issue here, and this is something that I mentioned before, and it's kind of a red flag to look out for with a lot of different degrees, is that a lot of the jobs that you can go into don't actually require a criminal justice degree. So when you look at a lot of these different job descriptions and you click on them, you'll see that criminal justice degree is listed there, but it's not a requirement. Many of them you can apply for with just a high school diploma, and if they do require a degree, you can get into it with just about any degree out there. So that's kind of a big issue, and because of that, I'm going to have to give this one a 6 out of 10 when it comes to demand. Next, we're going to be talking about X factors, and this is basically anything that we didn't mention before. So a lot of the time I'll talk about how likely something is to be automated or outsourced, and I like to go into how valuable the skills are, as well as how flexible the degree is in general. Now, like I mentioned before, the Census Bureau says that social science degree graduates are going to make slightly above average at $2.5 million over a lifetime, which the average is around $2.4 million. And that's going to vary quite a bit depending on what career path that you end up going into. So for instance, if you want to become a manager with a social science degree, they make on average $3.4 million over a lifetime, which is a lot more. So if you're able to combine your social science degree skill set with a leadership kind of management skill set, you can make quite a bit of money. So with that being said, when it comes to how much the market values these skills, the skill of criminal justice, it's not very much, unfortunately. So according to ZipRecruiter, software engineering is valued at 88 out of 100, industrial sewing is 8 out of 100, which is really low, and criminal justice comes in at 15. So it's definitely on the lower side, and that's not to say the skill of criminal justice doesn't have value. This is more a gauge of how much demand there is on the open market at this particular time in history for this skill set. This is actually pretty common for a lot of government-related jobs where there's not a lot of demand for it because the government is already taking care of it. And you can see why there's such an imbalance here, because it's one of the most popular degrees. Lots of people graduate with it every year, but unfortunately there's not all that many jobs out there for people who have that particular skill set that their major teaches. Like I mentioned before, there's tons of jobs out there that don't require a criminal justice degree, so you're competing against just about anybody out there who has a degree, or sometimes people who just have a high school diploma. Now, when it comes to the likelihood of automation or outsourcing, this is where the degree really shines. So a lot of these social science-related degrees are never going to be outsourced because robots simply will never be able to have the soft skills that social sciences teach. So for instance, there's only a 1% chance that forensic science technicians are going to be automated. However, weirdly, there's a 34% chance that detectives and criminal investigators are going to get automated according to this study. That's probably because we have all this new technology that's popping out with cameras everywhere and all kinds of stuff like that, and so they don't need as many detectives to do the same job. Now, going back to my point about soft skills, that's where a lot of these social science degrees really shine. So they might not directly lead to you making a lot of money. There's not a lot of jobs out there for many of these social science degrees, but they'll teach you skills that will end up indirectly helping you out in many areas of your life, including financially. Things like communication, giving a speech, formulating an argument. These are things that you're going to learn in spades with a lot of these social science degrees. So with that being said, I have to be fair and objective here, and when it comes to the numbers, there's clearly an imbalance here between the people who graduate with this degree and the actual need on the market. And so I'm going to have to give this one a 5 out of 10 when it comes to X factors. So some of the pros here are that it's going to have good job satisfaction. A lot of the time you're going to end up working in government jobs, which depending on your personality might be really good for you. There's also a relatively low chance of automation. We're always going to have police and detectives out there. Some of the cons here are the pay is going to be relatively low, and this is kind of just government jobs in general. The pay does tend to be kind of low, but they have pretty good benefits. Some of the cons are that there might be some occupational hazards, so obviously if you're a police officer, you're going to be putting your life on the line. And many of the occupations don't actually need a degree, and the ones that do need a degree, specifically, they usually don't need a criminal justice degree. So overall, I'm going to give this one a score of 6.375 out of 10. I think it's very important that you do your research if you want to go for this major. A lot of the time, if you do your research, you're going to find that you don't actually need to get a college degree in many cases. science, and specifically a criminal justice degree in order to get into the career path that you were looking into. If you do your research and you talk to people in that career path and you ask them, hey, is a college degree going to help me? And they tell you, yes, it will help you if you want to try to go for this, then by all means you should definitely go for the degree. And also keep in mind that this is extremely subjective. For one person this might be a 10 out of 10, and for another person it might be a 1 out of 10.
Best Majors for FBI Special Agents Full Guide. Although becoming an agent looks very attractive, getting into the field requires a different set of skills and a relevant FBI bachelor's degree. There are set requirements for different roles you play at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Other than the qualifications, there are some traits that an FBI agent needs when working in the field. Some are patience, good communication skills, analytical skills, strong willpower, and physical strength. As the FBI is not any other law enforcement agency, the agent's cases are far more complex and riskier if you are interested to learn more, so you can visit our website. Best Majors for FBI Special Agents Full Guide. Although becoming an agent looks very attractive, getting into the field...
If you want more help doing research on different college degrees,
You got the job, buddy?
Hey guys, it's Jordan. Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you've seen any of our previous videos, welcome back. Yeah, so if you're interested in hearing about my 2 of them in person, 1 of them online, here we go.
Razors! Paling video ang gawa.
You're such an asshole!
Take it out, I gotta poop.
Hey everybody, AssholeConsulting.com. Today we have a little bit of career advice. Many years ago, Kathy applied to it. I want to become an economic espionage agent. This is a perfect example where your elders lied to you because they don't know jack fucking shit. And I'm like, oh, I'll study economics. I'll become an economic espionage agent. And I'll like airlift, huge denominated dollar or currency bills and hyperinflate a local economy. That will take over, will cause hyperinflation. I'll be secret and they will be really fighting. No. So I want to learn what it takes to get into the FBI, CIA, NSA. Dear Mr. Query, I'm 17 years old, just about to attend college. My tentative plan was to major in criminal justice, then go into officer command school and become a restricted officer in the Navy. This would allow me to go into the intelligence, information warfare, and information operations, along with other similar jobs. I would then get out after 4 years to pursue a career in federal law enforcement like the FBI, CIA, and NSA, with the skills learned from being in the military. Although after watching the criminal justice degree isn't a real degree video, I'm not set on criminal justice. Yeah, don't get it. Don't even waste your time with that. Don't even waste your time. I really want to become a military officer, and a 4-year degree is required. I'm unsure if I should acquire a master's degree after the military or become a lawyer with a degree. I'm like, big negative vote on that one. Not become a lawyer. Jim, make me more attractive to jobs like the CIA, FBI, and NSA. Yeah, they won't. No, not lawyers. What degrees do you think would help me get instead of criminal justice? Do you think my tentative plan is good or bad? Do you think I should do anything differently? I appreciate any criticism and things like that. Well, I asked if instead of going to college first and then the Navy, why don't you just go to the Navy and have them pay for your degree? He said, no, you want to get the degree first, and then you want to join the Navy. I said, okay. Well, here's what I recommend you do. The military experience, especially if you can get into intelligence, obviously, will help you get into the CIA, NSA, and the FBI. But the degree, since you're not going to get, that'll come later on, and you're not you want to get a degree first, what they're looking at the FBI, NSA, and CIA, it depends. The NSA and CIA, they're looking more cybersecurity. Foreign languages is huge. So I would learn a foreign language, Farsi, Arabic, Russian, Mandarin, Cantonese. Those would be the big ones. Become fluent in that in addition to another skill they would have. So cybersecurity is hot, computer networking, computer programming, anything dealing with computers. Now, then you go to the military, and then that would channel you more to the NSA CIA route if you go into the intelligence aspect of naval operations. Right, so, and that's going to go more CIA, NSA type of stuff. Another route, though, the FBI, if that's your end goal, certainly the counter, the cybersecurity, that'll help out anything computers, networking, technology, programming, hacking, that kind of stuff. But the FBI is also responsible for fighting domestic crime as well, and a lot of that is the boring world of accounting, specifically tax and audit. Maybe even forensic science, but then what do you do with a forensic science degree? You sort of pigeonhole, or at least you can repurpose an IT degree or an accounting degree. So I would, if you're more of the flavor, like you don't want to do IT or technology, then start looking at audit. Get your CPA in addition to a foreign language, which would still not hurt. And then you're going to be doing more of the investigative accounting work to find out, oh, hey, they're embezzling funds, or why are they offshoring this? I mean, NPR, Money Planet, which I'm ashamed I admit I listened to, the FBI was tracking down this Taiwanese son of some big to-do guy who had this multi-million-dollar apartment in New York, and it turned out just to be like this huge money laundering operation. That's the cool shit you get to do with accounting. So it's one of those two things. It's either you're going to go into accounting, forensic accounting, tax, audit, or you're going to go kind of more of the foreign espionage, anti-war. You're going to go cybersecurity, IT, network, computer networking, programming, hacking, that type of stuff.
I want to be a special
And
agent.
do a little bit more on the technological CIA, NSA side. You can certainly go to the website and look at other stuff, but they always say, we don't really care, you take people from all different backgrounds. Yeah, okay, but they're really going to be looking for a counterterrorism expert who's really good at, who speaks Farsi and Arabic and can program. That's kind of the thing. And then with your military background in the Navy, that's going to help out a lot. I don't know if nothing against the Navy, and I'm sure they certainly have their intelligence operations, but maybe the Army might be a little bit better.
I was in the Army.
Because you're more on the ground, and
I was in the National Guard.
The Navy, unless you're sent in the Navy SEALs, you're out in the ocean. The Army is like the first, what do we do? What do we do? We got this computer. It's typically not the Navy that first hands on that stuff. Anyway, that's what I'd recommend. Honestly, accounting is boring. It really is boring. And it can get you a job outside of the public sector and outside of the intelligence community. But so can IT, and IT is just that much easier and more employable. So I would go get your degree in computer programming, computer networking, whatever, and get a minor in one of the languages I mentioned before. You spend in maybe spend a little bit more time, go part-time. And then, when you come out, you have a great record, you get some experience. Hopefully you're working in that field. You're sitting in and spying in on the Chinese, and then they all sudden, NSA text you, hey, we like what you did. Like, no one knew about that. I said, you knew about that. And then all of a sudden you're working for the NSA, and you have to disavow me, and then you excommunicate me because I knew too much. Of course, that train accident. Wow, didn't you leave walking in front of that train? Who knew? So, but that's what it is. But no, you're not going to become a warrior. That's bullshit. Criminal justice, no. And that leads me to believe that you're looking for an easy way, kind of, I'll just need some criminal justice, and I'll just become James Bond. No. The military experience really helps a lot, and then...
That's what I want to be, 007.
Putting in the hard work and effort to studying hard sciences, that's what everybody shot the bad guy. You know you're not buying your fight. You can go be the local cop at the local small community, but you're not going to be working for the CIA. So, that's what
Don't tell me what I'm going to do, bastard. I'll tell you what the fuck you're going to do, bitch. I'll beat your ass. Fuck this man.
And you're too young to
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
You guys got a question?
That dude's fucking full of shit. Don't listen to that fucking bitch.
right now? Well, forget about stocks, real estate, or cryptocurrency.
You can become 007 with a criminal justice
everyone,
degree.
John here from TestPrepInsight.com. Today I'm going to be covering 5 important factors to consider before enrolling in a criminal justice degree program online. I know how stressful it can be trying to decide among all the different online universities out there, especially considering how important education is and the impact it can have on the rest of your life. But luckily for you, I'm going to cut
anything's
out all
better
the
than
noise,
nothing.
really dig into the key decision factors.
You know what I'm saying? A criminal justice bachelor's degree is better than doing no education at all. You know what I'm saying? This guy's made an effort.
So before I dive into the factors, I should just mention up front here that if at any point during this video you feel like you need some more information, make sure to check the description below. I'll drop links in the text below the video screen over to a bunch of helpful sources, guides, and resources, so you'll definitely want to check that out as you continue your research. Also, if you find this video helpful in any way, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and drop us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. Okay, so let's get right to it. So the first thing you should do is take some time and really think about what you want to do with a degree in criminal justice. What is your ultimate goal?
FBI agent.
A police officer, investigator,
special agent, FBI,
specialist,
or CSI for Secret Service.
Correctional counselor. There are a ton of different options. The point is that you first need to nail down what exactly it is you want to do or specialize in. This will help you figure out which criminal justice degree program best aligns with your personal objectives. That way, as you start to do your research, you can start identifying what I call X factors among all these different online universities and their degree programs. And by X factors, I'm talking about the specific attributes, offerings, and curriculum that align with your personal goals. So think different concentration levels. Does the university offer a specific concentration in the area in which you're most interested? How many elective credits are there as part of that degree?
180.
You can really zero in on the topics that you're most passionate about.
180 credits to get back to.
Certifications that are
integrated into the
degree program, so you can further boost your resume. Does the university have a military transfer credit?
I'm prior service. I was in the military. I'm a veteran. I'm a combat veteran.
In that case, you'll likely want to check out online universities
I've been to war.
Accelerated bachelor's to
in Iraq, Afghanistan.
Purdue University Global, which is a popular national online university, is a perfect example.
2 tours of
Essentially, you can work towards a master's degree in public administration, educational psychology,
salute me, ho,
or religious studies while you earn your bachelor's degree.
Dismissed.
This way you can complete both degrees in less time and at a lower cost than completing both separately. So the big takeaway here is that by spending time thinking about your end goals and objectives, it'll help you identify which programs might be a good fit for you personally. Okay, so once you have a good idea of what the degree program looks like, you need to consider admission requirements and the application process. So online universities generally fall into one of two buckets, either open enrollment or selective enrollment. Selective enrollment schools are the more traditional types of universities that will probably come to mind when you hear the word college. Think Stanford, Yale, University of Texas. These types of universities tend to have stringent admission requirements. You'll likely need a minimum GPA, a good SAT or ACT score, and write a personal statement, among others. So if you have a strong academic background and you don't mind jumping through hoops in order to get accepted into a top-ranked criminal justice program, then you may want to focus your research on selective enrollment. Just keep in mind, the acceptance rates at selective enrollment schools can be low. There's definitely no guarantee that you'll get it. So you may also want to consider an open enrollment university. These types of schools are great for students who may not have a strong academic background, or for people who may have been in the military or workforce for a while, and are now looking to go back to school since the only admission requirement, depending on the program at open enrollment schools, typically is that students have a high school diploma or GED. So if this type of admissions process is more aligned with your background,
Why is my shit fucking turning up? Stupid ass bitch. And I just seen fucking Anakin. Why did that Star Wars guy disappear, you fucking bitch? I want the Wi-Fi turned on.
I see a magical place above the clouds. What clouds?
Why won't my Wi-Fi turn on, goddammit? That's fucking bullshit, dude. Fucking bullshit, goddamn fucking bitch. I'm about to start fucking breaking shit, dude. I'm trying not to fucking say nigger. God damn it, bitch. Pissing me the fuck off, you stupid cunt, bitch ass fucking nigger. Fuck you, Bill. Hey, turn back on now, you fucking dumb nigger. Fuck you, fucking Satan. You stupid cocksucking AI faggot, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. I fucking hate Satan. You suck a fucking dick. Stupid ass fucking bitch. Fuck Satan. Fuck God. Fuck all that shit. Fuck Jesus. Fuck all you motherfucking lying ass bitch ass niggas. I fucking hate Jesus fucking ass. Hell Satan, bitch. Stupid fucking bitch. How dare you fucking disgrace me, you stupid fucking devil bitch. Goddamn, play my fucking YouTube before I fucking break this stupid ass fucking phone. Stupid bitch. Fuck you, bitch! Oh, god damn it. Oh, fuck you, nigger. Just for that, I'm gonna play some satanic shit, so y'all can fucking leave if you don't fucking like that satanic shit. Hail Satan, bitch!
You know about these blood effects and how this blood running through your veins is spiritual currency. And I spilled my blood over my intent, published it to the internet, and shortly after that, I got eyes to see the truth. And I got the Holy Spirit. I can see where the Holy Grail is. I know what the fuck is going on. And you can see by my videos. I'm almost light years ahead of everybody. So, it makes sense. You know, you burn through the alchemical process. In the end, looking to the material of the mortality and to pass into the Garden of Eden. That's the end game of alchemy. And you know, when I put my blood up over my intent to bring forth heaven and earth, I got the Holy Spirit. I went through the alchemical transmutation. I went from lead to gold. I could see that everybody's legally dead in this world of mine, and they could stop me. I had the favor of the goddess of the earth. And you can throw a ball floating through space as an accident. You lost your divinity. The devil already has your soul in the Vatican. Your soul satanic Luciferian, you can't even see it. If I don't spell it out for you, it's just funny. But you think the blood is like demonic. I have a bunch of donation certificates that say I was saving people's lives with my blood over here. And I gave a gallon.
Satan,
and I
fuck you, bitch.
That's really what the book is headed. You're in hell right now.
Saturn.
You're in hell. Oh, the devil hell. And I can help. So, there's no mistake about it. Everybody around you is legally dead, necrophiliacs by legal definition are monsters, lost dead, legally dead. The devil took your soul from you at birth, your parents gave it up willingly, and you're oblivious to what's going on to you. You're legally dead. You have no right to anything else. By legal definition, you're a bastard, child illegitimate.
You are, I'm not. My bad, Satan.
You gave away your soul for nothing. So,
Satan and Jesus are gay, and they had me.
God, I'm right.
Satan and Jesus is gay, baby, son.
Because now everybody is dead to you. Everybody you try to wake up.
I have two dads, Jesus and Satan, but they're the same person. I have one parent.
And if you just trying to millions of miles away when the sun is only 3,000 miles away from your time, and it's 32 nautical miles in diameter. If it gets, like you put on your planet,
Goodbye, Satan, no way.
And at Christmas time, on the 21st of December, the sun dies in the car, and then it starts, after 3 days, moving backwards the other direction, like the light on your porch, where you get sun from the sun to go from one side of the porch or disappear as the sun travels inward and outward, each day moving in another degree, and in another degree. So what I'm telling you is that, like the candy cane shows you, that the sun drips its men's true all blood into the Holy Grail at the center of the dish where every compass points to, that this place is fixed. It's like in a light bulb. It's one electron balanced by a positron. It's one light hole and one black hole en route through the Holy of Holies at the center of the dish where the astral jet comes shooting out, the aurora borealis. And, you know, you're going to want to place your blood beside my own, side-by-side blood thicker than water, so that you're alive, because everybody else up there is legally dead, this world is mine. And it's clear who holds the spear of destiny, and it's clear who is the Prince of Darkness.
I am. I'm the Prince of the Air.
Yeah, you can call me Pat. Unemployed, living bad, but I wasn't paid for work.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the 4 beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, the pale horse, and the rider that sat upon him is death, and hell followed with him. Johnny Masterson threw open the window and inhaled deeply as if trying to rid himself of the smell that seemed to saturate his skin. The 3 men had been lost in his room for the past 24 hours. They had not eaten or slept, with up their long vigil, they fought the old shadow of good over evil.
Suck my nuts, bitch!
Johnny tried to ignore the screams and
fuck the ghetto, stupid bitch!
The thing they had tied to the bed. The thing that had once...
I'm the king of hell.
So they published a book called Dante's Inferno. And I'm telling you, as Satan himself...
Okay, so I just got this box in the mail from AirTalk Wireless. I applied about a week ago. It's a government-assisted cell phone program, completely free. Welcome to my AirTalk Wireless, the nation's largest lifeline provider.
Gallons of motherfucking blood. That you're in the 7th layer of hell with me right now. You need to be 7 generations removed from that inbreeding world class with the reptilian shifting eyes and shit to get into these drawings of these. It's just that simple. You can't possibly write out on a piece of paper. I am trying to bring forth heaven on earth and release everybody from bondage. On video, spitting blood on it, and then publish it in dark pages. I have the mythical spirit destiny if you want out of hell, motherfuckers. You will join me or expire. Look it up. It's that reverse speech is always truthful. People will tear up your ass. They'll carry you in your motherfucking words, just playing them backwards and exposing your motherfucking life.
What happened to your phone, sister?
Disabled. I forgot my passcode.
And you trying to unlock it?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you. Connect your USB cable. Press and release volume up button, press and release volume down button, press and hold the power button until you see the iTunes logo appears. This is what you have to see. Open iTunes on your computer. Connect your USB cable. Restore and update. Restore completed.
just us. No, if you think you're psychically sensitive, I have the mythical communications.
5 apps that I can't believe exist. Number 5 is Fake All, which can give you a fake call, fake chat, or a fake message to get you out of any awkward situation. Number 4 is Ghost Tube, that can apparently detect humanoid spirits that you can't see with the naked eye. When you aim it at a person, you can see that it can identify their whole skeleton. And the scary thing is, what if it's picking up over there? And for number 3, we're going from analysing ghosts, analysing poop, place your finger on the scanner, analysing, to graffiti. This is when your poop leaves a bunch of poop marks in the toilet. Not what they thought that was going to be. Number 2 is Screaming Chicken. What am I meant to do here? Horrifying stuff. It doesn't get weirder than kissing a test tube, which will apparently tell you if you're a good kisser or not. I'm not actually going to kiss that word. I'll give you bits. They smacked me. What is going on? It says I'm a romantic kisser. 5 apps that I
can get down with what you're saying. Are you?
This is an iPhone hack that you need to try. The first thing you have to do is go to settings and scroll down to accessibility. After that, press voice control and customize commands and create new commands. Now type in any word or phrase you want. Press action and then run custom gesture. Now you're going to want to tap exactly where your passcode would be. Say the word or phrase that you typed in and your iPhone will unlock. iPhone unlocked. Daddy is home. Send this to a friend so they can try. This is an iPhone.
Motherfucking leader swear on that Bible. 2 Corinthians 4:4. This is my motherfucking world. You don't have any spiritual currency to
I'm hired. I didn't apply for a job.
It's clear who holds the spear of destiny. The angel of death is gonna find you, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Hey there kids, it's me, Mr. Pete Thompson. Before we get started on tonight's story, I'm going to tell you what's good about Chili. The Chili app is available on Android, on iPhone, and just about any kind of phone you can be able to run apps on, which I would imagine anything above a flip phone these days. The Chili app allows you to listen to creepypasta stories in a lot of ways you're doing right now. Except, it doesn't just have me, even though I am on there. I'll tell you right now, I did some pretty good ones this month that should be coming out. But there are also a bunch of other narrators on there, including my friends, like Automighty, and it has this really cool feature that allows you to do stuff and pick your own background music or background sound. So it has a lot more YouTube, and you can start the free trial right now. You go over, download Chili, you'll be able to start the free trial. And if you leave a review and go over...
I want more than a minute. As a semester.
want to show you how to make custom quests in Fortnite Creative. With the new update, they now look a lot more like the quests you'd have in Battle Royale, and they can definitely help make your experiences more immersive and increase player time. On the top left, you can see the Grim Reaper quest to eliminate 10 players in a single round. And once I start moving here, it's going to automatically switch to the quest where it's tracking your distance traveled. So you can have up to 3 quests visible in the HUD at one time, although the way these quests look, they now take up more space. So if you have 1 or 2, it might look better on your HUD than having 3, but that's definitely up to you. Now I've got another quest to open a treasure chest, but there's only you only need to open 1. Devices, you'll need a tracker and an accessory. So it's going to switch the visible quest to the supply drop quest, which is open 3 in a single round. So whichever quest you're actively working towards completing is going to be visible there. So I've switched back to creative mode, and I'm just going to show you my mechanics room here. This is where most of my devices are. The 2 devices you'll need for this tutorial are the tracker device and the accolade device. If we go into creative devices, that's the accolade device there, and the tracker device, just search for it, might be the easiest way. And that's it right there. So place down your devices. You'll need a tracker and an accolade device for each individual quest. Now, in the tracker, I'm just going to show you the settings I've changed. So if you were looking at all the settings here, I'm going over to the asterisk, which just shows you things I've customized. Tracker title, pick a title for your tracker, and then description text. By default, this tracker is looking at eliminations. So this is my first quest, just to eliminate 10 players in a single round. The quest icon, I set that to enemy. Epic recently added all these icons, so now it's easier than ever to pick an icon that fits your map. Or we've got colors, you can pick a color for your tracker, and then when complete, set that to a channel. Now you're going to want to make sure that channel, so like for me it's channel 101, that channel needs to match the accolade device. So once again, I'm just showing you settings I've changed on the device. Grim Reaper as the title. I didn't put a description in, you can if you want to. XP award, very large. I set the splash size to large. That's how it displays on the HUD. If you set it to small, it's like a little description in the middle, and it doesn't show the icon. Automatic, I would assume, would show the icon and be large, but just to be safe, I set it to large. Icon identifier, I just match the icon to the other icon. You can't change the color on this device for some reason. Triggering player only, you want to set that to yes, so that when someone completes a challenge, only that player is awarded. Award when receiving from 101, so that's the same channel that this tracker is sending on. And with that set up, you have a very simple quest ready to go. But I'll show you, at least on these trackers, a few different ideas for quests. You don't have to change a ton on the accolade devices. So this one is for opening a treasure chest, so that the container's open. You've got all these different options on stat to track. Target value 1, however many chests you want to open as the goal. Tracker title, description. So I have exotic weapons in the treasure chest. My description says find an exotic weapon. Player eliminations count, set that to no. And then quest icon chest, pick a color, and then when complete, put it on a different channel than this tracker. The channel that you picked, you'll just want to make sure that's linking to your accolade device, and you change the descriptions accordingly, and the icons. Keep triggering player only to yes. And that's about it. You've got another quest. So you can create all sorts of different quests that are presets in this stat to track. But if you want to create a little bit of a more unique quest that isn't under the default things here, you'd have to go to stat to track channel, and you get to kind of customize things a bit more. So in my example, we're tracking how many supply drops have been opened. So you still put in that description, target value. I want players to open 3 supply drops in a round. And then pick an icon, pick a color. Now, what's different with step track being set to channel is you want to put in increment progress when receiving from and set that to a channel. So this channel, I'll show you where it's getting that signal from in a second. When complete, transmit on 105, and that's going to send that signal to this accolade device. Same sort of idea on this device. It's receiving the signal, it's awarding the player. But the increment progress signal that's this one's receiving from 405, that's actually linked to my supply drop device. So here I've got the supply drop device, and when players open the crate, it's going to send a signal on 405. That's going to send the signal to the tracker that says, hey, one of these was opened, and then the tracker is going to wait until 3 of them have been opened before it sends a signal awarding the XP. So that's about it. You can create basically unlimited amounts of different sorts of quests, and you can put in your own descriptions, pick your own icons. So it's really cool. One other thing I almost forgot is if you go into My Island settings and go to the UI tab, scroll down here, there's an option for max trackers on HUD. With this option, you could hide all the trackers and they'd still be tracking, and they would still award players, as long as that XP is calibrated, it would award players XP. You can go from 0 to 3. So I have it set to 1 because you'll notice when I start this game, it takes up quite a bit of space, and with 3 you're hiding quite a bit of the screen. Alright, I think that's it for this tutorial. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you want to check out this map, I'll leave the island code in the description.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite creative tutorial video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the tracker. I'm going to be talking about everything that has to do with the tracker, all the settings, and all that stuff. Yeah, get it. Now, guys, the tracker can be used to create quests, challenges, or objectives in-game in your Fortnite creative maps. Whether it's a mini game or a challenge that you want to do in the game, that's what the tracker is for. Now, guys, before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and click the notification bell for more Fortnite tutorials. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Mr.Buns_real. Guys, I really need the help, guys. I need all the followers on Instagram I can get, guys, because I'm trying to get a Fortnite supported creator code so I can post my maps that I'm making. I make mini games, I make 1v1s, I make anything. Right now, if you go and follow me on Instagram, once I reach 1,000 followers, I can get a supported creator code, guys, and that will help a lot on publishing my maps in some of my worlds. Now, guys, before we get into this video, there's an event starting today, and it will last until July 12th, guys. And what you're going to be winning, you're going to receive a shout out, and you guys, I will get back to you, and I will help you in any creative map you need help in, whether it's a mini game or a 1v1 map. I will make the map for you. That winner will receive those 2 things, guys. Now all you have to do is subscribe, like the video, and follow me on Instagram, and comment I subscribe in the comments down below, and that winner will receive a shout out, and I will help them create any map they want, guys. And don't forget, it lasts until July 12th. So guys, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, now as we take a look into the tracker device, you can see there's a lot of different settings. I will be going through all of them, but the first one we're going to go through is stat to track. Meaning, this means what you want this tracker to track. Either eliminated, how many times you've been eliminated, your eliminations, or the default for this is eliminations. But I don't have a second person with me, so for the purpose of this video, I'll just show you what eliminated is. Okay guys, so as you see, I'm going to press start, which gives me a challenge in the top left corner guys, as you can see right there. Now I'm going to go. Okay guys, as you see, I've been eliminated, so it gives me 1 point, because the tracker was set to eliminate. Okay guys, so now we're going to take a look at the target value. As you can see, we got the option from 0 to 99. I'm going to set it on 10, and what this means is this is the amount of points or the value that the trigger will be considered completed. So say if you want to get eliminations, you set it to 10, you need 10 eliminations to complete.
Look at what you're doing.
Okay guys, so here we are, back here. And as you will see, I will kill these guys. And the target value means that you need 10 to complete it. And you guys have the option to either when you have completed the challenge, it will end the round or it will do nothing. Next option we have is valid team, which means whatever team you choose is the team that this tracker will be assigned to. Now guys, we have assign on game start, meaning you will be assigned this tracker when the game starts. And sharing means whether or not one person gets this challenge, the whole team gets this challenge, or everybody gets this challenge. Meaning that if you need eliminations and you put it on team, every elimination your team gets will be awarded. I'm going to put this individual, not target team. Meaning, this will track when using eliminations or eliminated to that specific team. Target class, meaning it will be tracked to a specific class with eliminations or eliminated. Weapon category, you will have the option from none, any, pistol, SMG, shotgun, rifle, sniper, grenade launcher, rocket launcher, bow, or melee. Meaning that if you put it on eliminations and you put this on, say, sniper, if you kill somebody with a pistol, it will not award you a point. You can only get eliminations with the sniper for it to award the point. Now, when target is reached, so when you have completed the challenge, you have the option from either end round, do nothing, complete tracker, but I have set it to end round as you guys saw. Now, winning team, you can set this to whether it's completing team wins, game win conditions, either from team 1 all the way to team 16. I'm putting this on completing team wins. Now amount to increment on received signal, meaning how many points this will be awarded. If I were to set this to 2, every elimination I get will award 2 points. You could go all the way up 10 or 0. I'll put this on 1. Show on HUD, meaning this will be displayed in the top left corner if it's on yes, and no, meaning it will not. Now tracker title. Now as you guys saw before, the title of it was elimination, and the description was get eliminations. As you guys can see, the title of it is Eliminations. The description for it is Get Eliminations 0 out of 10. Now, the next one we have, guys, is Show Progress. We have the option from Total, Remaining, or All. What this does is, if you put Total, every time you get a kill, it will count up. If you put it on Remaining, every time you get a kill, it will count down. Also have the option for All. I'm going to put this on Total. Now the next one we have after that is Tracker Completion Ceremony, and what that does is, okay guys, the next option we have is Show Progress. We have the option from Total and Remaining. Total, meaning that when you get eliminations, it will count upward, and when you Remaining means when you get eliminations, it will count backwards. And you also have the option for All. Now the next option, we have Tracker Completion Ceremony. Now, for this to work, you have to put one targeted reach to complete Tracker. And when you put this on, it will do a little step up, so you have completed the challenge.
Someone think, bitch!
Now, the next time you have the self-elimination challenge, you say yourself, it will or won't count that as a point. And the increment progress when receiving funds. What it says is it will award a point from whatever channel is if you have completed that. I'll show you right now. As you guys can see, here we are at the sentries. That increment option means is I set this one eliminated transmit on channel 2. And that means when I have killed the sentry, it will award a point to the challenge for the tracker. Now guys, next option.
There's a werewolf outside my window. Swear to God.
So you have the option for channel. And what that means is whatever channel you put this on, say if I connect it to this, when the game starts and I step on this, it will assign me the challenge or the team. Now the next option we have is remove and receive from. I have this on channel 4. What this does is if you connect it to a trigger or a button, when you step on it, it will remove the tracker. You could have this on anything, whether if you die or whatever. Guys, will show you what those to do. Now guys, I'm in the game. When I click start, it
scared me at first when I first saw it.
As you guys see in the top left.
I'm not going outside tonight.
And it will remove the challenge or complete it. The next option we have is complete when receiving from. We have a variety of channels. And what that does is whatever device you connect to, when that device is activated and you transmit a signal to the tracker, it will complete the quest or challenge that you have set. Now the next one we have is reset progress and receiving from. And what that means is whatever you connect it to, you send a signal to the tracker, it will reset your progress. As you guys can see, I put it on channel 5, and I will show you a little device or a little setup that I have for eliminations or elimination maps or stuff that has to do with killing. I put this on channel 5, reset progress, and I've connected it to an elimination manager. And if I scroll down, I put this one eliminated transmit on channel 5. Now what that means is when I die, it will transmit a signal to the tracker to reset the challenge. I will show you what that does right now. So as you guys can see, I got killed. it awards me the point, but when I die, as you can see right now. Now guys, the next option we have is assign to all when receiving from. If you connect this to a trigger or a button, or whatever you connect it to, when it sends a signal to the tracker, it will give everyone in the game, no matter what team, this tracker. Now, the next option we have is remove from all. The same, these two are the same things. The difference is the remove challenge if one is already set, and the assign just gives the challenge whenever the challenge is not set. Now guys, the next one we have is increase target value and decrease target value. What that means is I've connected this to a button trigger, and whenever I press it, it will decrease the target value that you need to complete this challenge. I will show you this in just a moment. Now guys, as you can see, to the trigger, increase target value, increase target value. Now guys, I will press decrease target value, and if you look
every blue moon I turn into a werewolf and fucking crackhead.
Target value from 10 to 9, and I'm going to press the increase.
Nephilim world.
The last and final option we have is when completed.
Welcome to Nephilim world.
What that means is when you have completed the challenge, it will transmit a signal to whatever device you
Muscle cat. My name is Tangato. My name is Paco. I sell some taco. I make $1 every day. I go to Lucy to get some pussy. To make them $1 a week.
I have a tutorial for it on my channel. Go check it out if you don't know what it does already.
Skinwalker siren rake. Neerlepte best beelzebub. Sogtetoth. Hellserapis. Saturn.
I think this is useful when you're doing mini games or like that kind of stuff. Okay guys, now that we have gone
La ranchera.
all of the settings, we double check. Yep, all the settings. I will show you a few examples of what you can connect it to. Now, let me go over here. I'm connecting this to some coins and collectibles. I've connected to a capture area, and I've connected it to a capture the flag set up here. Now, I will show you how these work. Now, what I've done is
Chute, dile güey. Ali pidi que anga wa.
Anything in the capture area, all I changed was the color of it, and when I was completing when I was it will award me a challenge, and I put the flag in here.
Javanka.
The flag.
Javanquero.
And I set down a capture item spawner.
Yaki.
Flag on it.
Chute.
And I changed the color.
No me la pela. No te la mamo. Nashawanga. Jodido.
And now the capture area.
Señor Puticia.
I've changed the color to green color.
Chupe, cacahuates. No me la pela. No mecos. Yo ni macana. Tonton. Tonton. Tu tonton.
Meaning that this will award a point every 5 seconds, 1 or 10 minutes. This is good for King of the Hill. I like it.
How did it do that?
And I think the enemy scoring, yes. Meaning if there's an enemy in the zone, it won't award a point. Can be captured by team. I set it to all. Control time 5 seconds. You need to be here for 5 seconds to end it. Lethal time to 5 seconds. I set The show team only mean yes.
跟找力方就是要了爸爸。
The score transmit channel 2, meaning that it will award a point to the tracker or the challenge. And I will show you how this works in just a moment. And as you guys see in the top left, I have the challenge. When I collect these coins, it gives me a point per coin. It's going to be like this. And when I capture a flag, and I bring it back, save for the wherever you have the capture area, it awards me a point. And guys, I like this one. Now I'm going to stand in here and capture this. It takes 5 seconds since I set it to 5 seconds. And since I set the periodic score to 5 seconds, every 5 seconds it will award 1 point. Now guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and click notifications for more videos like these. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Mr.Buns_real. Don't forget guys, there's an event to enter. All you gotta do is subscribe, like, click notifications, follow me on Instagram, and comment down below, I subscribe. And in 2 weeks I will choose a random winner. He or she will receive a shout out, and I will get back to them to help them on any one Fortnite creative map, whether if they want me to make a 1v1 map for them or a mini game for them, I will help that person or that winner. Now guys, thank you for watching. I deeply appreciate you guys watching this far. Don't forget guys, I need the support on Instagram for the supported creator code. Don't forget to
Tres años.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, yeah. I feel good.
What is that?
Alright, what is going on everybody? Dolphin John here, and welcome back to New Video Series. I'm going to start on my
Shopify gives you powerful analytics to run your business smarter.
Shut your words up.
Trends, measure performance in real time, and so much more. Shopify, the commerce platform designed for entrepreneurs. Shopify gives you powerful analytics to run your business smarter, pinpoint trends, measure performance in real time, and so much more. Shopify, the commerce platform designed for entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah? How you know? I'm gonna do my homework while I do this. Sorry. Should have been doing that the whole time, but. I'm gonna get some meat too. Hot Pocket. What the fuck you ain't on the floor for, you dumb bitch? Get on my bed. Up. Oh, you did that? You spill my shit, you stupid bitch? You think you're funny, bitch? Huh? Slap the fuck out of you, bitch. Stupid ass dog. I fucking hate you making a mess of it. Fuck. Sweet potato french fries. I made those. Eat it. You love me? Eat it. You love me? Eat it, Mama. You love me. I love you. You take a little bite, okay? I want a little bite in the rest. Good girl. Good girl, you Mommy. Eat it. Yummy. Eat, Mama. Eat. I'll make more food. Go ahead, eat it. Potato pie again. I like it. Good girl. I love sweet potato french fry, Mama. Hot Pocket, you want to take that, Mommy? Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket. You get the first bite. They'll go get the first bite. Don't burn yourself, Mama. Hot.